So season 2 of Raised by Wolves is just around the corner, and I figured that it would be a good idea to give you guys a refresher on the 10 things that I think that you should remember before going into season 2. Alright, so starting with number 1, the first thing you need to keep in mind going into season 2 is that the entity Saul has shown the ability to communicate with humans and androids in the form of a voice, virtual reality, and in the form of dead people or spirits. We've seen it communicate with Marcus and Paul, and we've also seen it communicate with Mother when she's led by Tally to enter the simulation.
Tally.
Tally. And season 2 digs a lot deeper into understanding how Saul is communicating with everyone. Number 2, also don't forget that the serpent that Mother gave birth to was a trick by the voice, who I'll be referring to throughout this video as Saul because currently that's who it's believed to be at the moment, but we really don't know for sure. But for now, just remember that the serpent survived the crash and is now roaming the wild. But there are large holes throughout the planet that hint at their possible previous existence. This also means that these holes more than likely meant that the pre-existing serpents did not have the ability to fly, and rather they were using these holes to travel between different locations within the planet. Number 3, then there's the fact that Marcus aka Caleb was forced to swallow Mother's necromancer eyes by the other Mithraic members who found out that he isn't the real Marcus. And because of the necromancer eyes containing dark photon energy, whatever the fuck that is, I read that on the internet, we are still going to see Marcus physically looking sick and crazed because the eyes are still inside of him doing something very strange to his body. We still aren't really sure yet. Maybe he'll possibly obtain the powers from the eyes, or maybe the eyes will start to begin to kill him. We really just aren't sure yet, but I can tell you that we will begin to see more about how the eyes affect him in season 2. Number 4, Caleb, also known as Marcus, which I guess I'll just start using Marcus throughout this video, was told that if he spares Mother when he actually had the chance to kill her, that he would become the king of this world.
I'll end that bitch. Let her live, then you will be king of this world.
Now, although it was revealed that it was just another trick by Saul to spare Mother so she could successfully birth the serpent, by the end of season 2's finale, Marcus actually still believes this notion and thinks that he's meant to lead because of his previous communication with Saul. So we'll get to look forward to how that's going to play out next season because, you know, Marcus actually doesn't have any followers anymore. It's just him. So who's actually going to be following Marcus? So yeah, that's something to actually think about going into season 2. Number 5, why does Saul even want this serpent creature to be born in the first place? What will the purpose of this creature be now that it's roaming the planet and out in the wild? I mean, is it here to extinguish all of mankind on the planet, or could it be a far less nefarious reason and it might be here to actually save mankind? I mean, we really don't know for the most part. I mean, they were here, were they working together, or was it like a war between the serpents and the humans? So yeah, I definitely believe that this is an aspect of the show that they will for sure explore next season. Number 6, the location that we see Mother and Father end up at the end of season 1 will be a whole new environment for the characters to explore. Now, I won't go too much into detail at the moment about this place, but it's known as the Tropical Zone, which was technically revealed in season 1, but we still don't really know much about it, except that it's covered by an electromagnetic barrier, and it actually looks like it would be a lot easier to survive over there rather than that dry-ass desert location everyone was living throughout season 1. Now, definitely keep in mind we still don't know what type of creatures actually inhabit that area, but at the same time, I'm just saying, I think it would be a lot easier to live over there, of course. Number 7, remember that Mother and Father tried to kill themselves at the end of season 1 because they felt like they failed the children and the mission.
Campion and the others will be all right without us.
Yes. They will help one another. Campion will lead them.
He was always destined for it.
This left Campion and the group separated from Mother and Father, and this leaves us to wonder if everyone survived while separated, and will they even see each other again moving forward into season 2, which I'm pretty sure we will, but I'm just saying. So that's really just another thing to look out for, is that the characters are less likely to survive while being separated from each other, you know, with all of those devolved humans running around, and the serpent on the loose, and possibly any other dangerous creatures that might live on this planet. Number 8. The Mithraic temples and artifacts shown throughout season 1 will continue to surface more throughout season 2. All of these artifacts are proving more and more that humans have been on Kepler 22b for quite some time, even way before Mother and Father even landed there in season 1, episode 1.
I thought this was a virgin planet. No prior civilization.
And things are beginning to look like history is going to repeat itself with this religion resurfacing on what was supposed to be a new uninhabited planet. And the Mithraic people and the lore behind their existence there is something to expect to see more of throughout season 2. Number 9. Father still struggles with trusting Mother, and their partnership has still been a bit shaky since she killed his ass that one time, which isn't really that big of a deal because the androids do die throughout season 1 a couple times, I believe, but I think it's more so about the disloyalty that Father felt with him being killed by Mother rather than just being killed in general, you know, kind of hurt his feelings.
You need to stay calm or you're going to undo all my hard work.
If you want me to remain calm, Mother, why did you reactivate me?
So of course we'll get to see a lot more about how this friction plays out in season 2, but it's an issue that the two will continue to struggle with moving forward. And of course their shakiness actually affects the foundation of the group. So this could lead to Father wanting to keep this in mind and trying to keep the upper hand over her if she tries something like this again. Plus now he would have a greater chance at succeeding since she no longer has her necromancer eyes, but at the same time, I mean, she did kick his ass in the first season without really needing the eyes anyway, so that's something to think about. And now for number 10. So the electromagnetic field around the tropical zone is another aspect of the show to keep in mind, because in season 1, episode 1, the Mithraic ark is unable to land in the tropical zone due to the electromagnetic barrier preventing the ship to do so.
There's a tropical zone near the equator. There's a considerable electromagnetic field that's preventing us from landing our ark there.
And in season 2, there's more information that's provided and confirmed surrounding certain theories about the area. Also, quick question, why is there even an electromagnetic barrier surrounding the tropical zone in the first place? I mean, is it actually being protected? And if it is, then who or what is actually protecting it? And why are they protecting it? I mean, what is it about this area that's so special? Maybe we'll find that out in season 2. But this is just a few things that I wanted to throw out there. If you guys wanted to know what to keep in mind going into next season, we may or may not get the answers to all of these questions, but I can say that I have seen the first 3 episodes of season 2, and I'm very excited to see where things end up. Also, if you felt like because I said that I saw the first 3 episodes of next season that there may have been spoilers throughout this video, just be assured that there aren't. I just wanted to give you guys certain things to think about that were basically pretty obvious, but it's just been a minute since the show aired and I just wanted to throw you guys a refresher. But there you have it, and if you enjoyed the content, you know what to do. Thank you guys for watching.